Welcome back to Philippines Uncut. Tonight's topic is riding motorcycles with the ATAT Motorcycle Club. But joining us still are Carrion, spokesperson, and Lawrence Macalinao, who is the current secretary of ATAT, Anytime, All the Time Motorcycle Club. So guys, that video you saw, pretty incredible stuff, pretty incredible sights. You saw people almost on the ground, turning almost on the ground. Now, do you guys do this on the track? Like, those kind of turns where you're almost touching the ground really with your bike?
Well, actually, to be more technical, the lean angles on the video were actually about 64 degrees.
64.
Yeah. There are a few people that can do that in Manila. Lawrence is one of them. A few other professional racers. But how do you say? As long as the bike turns, you don't have to go 64 degrees anyway. Yeah.
So why do you do it?
Style?
I'm
just kidding.
But for you to do that, you have to be running at a certain speed.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can do that running at 60, 80, 90.
But I've seen these on ESPN, and I have to say it's really like poetry in motion. Like
I agree,
it's just really like almost one with the track and just smooth as silk, no? And is that the feeling when you're doing it? It's just smooth and just.
Yes, you have to be.
Or a lot of tension.
Smooth.
Okay, are you tense when you ride the bike?
No, that's
when you do those turns.
One.
Are you loose? What is it like?
Actually, the number one rule is really have to be relaxed when you're on the bike.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If you're tense, most of the time, if you're tense, you lose focus, and at the same time, also the bike will move differently.
And fatigue, no? It's tiring, no?
Fatigue,
you get tired,
yes.
no?
Actually, again, we go back to safety and education. When we ride the motorcycles, you can't ride upright, arms bend 45 degrees, because your hands are actually just guides for the controls, just to clutch, brake, and gas. But we don't actually steer with our hands. We steer with our legs.
Really?
Yeah, because it's all body weight. That's why people hang out and all that. Another misconception when racing or even riding on the street is people forget to breathe. They take a fast curve.
And they hold their breath.
Which is wrong. Because when they exit, they go. The way we do it is we breathe normally, whether you go straight or on a sharp turn, on a fast turn, because you lose your rhythm.
So it's like what Lawrence really said. It's like man and machine.
Yeah.
And in the video, it said man merges with machine, something like that.
Correct.
So it really
Exactly.
is this thing. And okay, let's talk about training. You mentioned off cam before we did the shoot that you guys actually do physical conditioning.
Yeah.
For this.
Actually, Lawrence is actually the current coach of LaSalle track and field team. So we have an advantage of having a trainer within our team.
Wow.
So we actually go to Ultra Tuesday, Thursday, about 5:30 a.m. to run, and he really tortures us.
So he's the boss in the
Yeah.
on the track there. Huh?
So yeah, imagine the
He's a drill
youngest guy,
sergeant.
the
He's a drill
youngest guy
sergeant.
shouting at all these oldies and going, come on.
Okay, for people watching now, they're going to ask this question. Why do you have to run and then do laps and jog and all this? I mean, you're riding a bike, you're not running, right? I mean, the only thing moving really is, as you mentioned, your hands for the throttle and things like that. But why do you need to jog and all, do physical conditioning? Coach.
Well, actually, it may seem so simple, but really it's, when you're riding a bike, I think you're also considered as an athlete. So being in top shape, in top condition is really paramount. It's the most, let's say, imagine if you're in good condition, you have very good reflexes,
Yes.
balance, your strength. And it's really tiring, like what Jay said. Imagine off the straight, you're running about 285 and then you brake, you feel the G-force. Imagine if you have weak hands or core. It's hard to do that when you're not in the best shape and you're racing for like 20 minutes. You're doing it for 20 minutes, 30 minutes straight.
And we don't race once a day. We race about 3 to 4 times in one Sunday.
Wow.
So 2 in the morning
tiring.
and 2 in the afternoon.
That's tiring, no? That's
Yeah.
tiring. So if you don't relax, if you're not in good shape, then you will get into an accident. I mean, it can lead to accidents, no?
Yeah, actually, during the start of the season, when we did not take this seriously, we were really having a hard time. So our lap times, just imagine we started the racing season, our lap times were about 2 minutes and 26. The lap record in Clark is about 1:55, 1 minute 55 seconds. We were doing 2 minute 26. In the span of 9 months, we were all down to 2 minutes because of training.
So really, wow. So there you can see the contribution really
Yeah.
of physical conditioning, no,
Yeah.
to your sport. And it is a sport. And I read somewhere that riding is actually one of the most tiring
Yes.
sports. I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but you know, it is actually one of the most tiring sports. No?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Actually, so a lot of people just think it's all glamour. It's not. There's hard work behind it. And of course, apart from the hard work, everything falls into place. Like, you know, you're safe, you know what to do,
Yeah.
you react quickly.
Yeah. No. So since you guys really know how it is to react and to ride properly, ride responsibly, this is also an advocacy of you guys, of
Yes,
your group,
correct.
to share this. And you know, as many people know here in the Philippines, as you mentioned, Jay, in the first segment, the number of motorcycles has increased really exponentially. So many bikes now on the street, and also so many accidents.
Correct.
Do you have any statistics on the
Right
situation?
now, about 2 years ago, they were saying one person would die a day because of motorcycle accidents.
Wow.
Probably current state, probably it should be more.
Yeah.
Because based on the motorcycle community, in Metro Manila alone, they sell about an average of about 12 bikes per day.
And the problem here in the Philippines is that when you ride a bike, I mean, hardly anyone gets formal lessons. No, I mean, it's just really
Correct.
just knowing how to do the gear and the brake and you know, right, and the pedal, right? And then that's it.
Yeah, for us, before we actually decided to race, we actually trained for it. For the underbones, the smaller displacement motorcycles, they have Honda, Yamaha School of Riding here. For us, for the super bikes, we actually enrolled in California Superbike. They come here once a year, every February. It's a group of Australians that were trained by Keith Code, very famous motorcycle trainer, to impart their knowledge and riding on the street and on the track. It's not just for the racers.
How about you, Lawrence? 2 years in
Yes.
saddle time. Did you study? Did you train formally?
Yes, actually, before I was very hesitant joining the National Superbike this year, and then, suddenly I got the opportunity to study, enroll in California Superbike in Las Vegas early this year. That was February. The start of the season was
April.
April. So I was there in the States for about 2 months, and then it really helped me, the theory, the
So classroom, you have classroom sessions
Yeah,
as well, I
classroom
think?
sessions
It's not
for-
just you go on the bike, okay, you do this
No,
and you, no.
the training was really very detailed, and it will really give you a full insight on what's happening when you're riding a bike,
Yes.
what you should expect, your preparation, mental preparation.
Yeah, they have like 4 levels. We took level 1 and 2. In February, we're taking 3 and 4. You'll be surprised, my favorite was level 2. It's all about visualization. You couldn't believe like everything was just an illusion. So now, that's why we get to plan 6 steps ahead. Before it was just 2, 3. After the class, visualization. Vanishing curve. What the hell is vanishing
Vanishing
curve?
curve. Sounds scary when you say
Yeah,
vanishing
but
curve, huh?
the minute you enter the turn, oh yeah, it vanishes, but yet it's just an illusion.
Yes. And this kind of training, I mean, not just for you guys with the big bikes, but this kind of training is also lacking with the with
the ordinary
with the
rider.
ordinary riders.
Yeah.
Now, there's no training in the Philippines. I mean, it's not a requirement
Yeah.
for one to ride a motorcycle in the Philippines. no?
Yes. That's one of the advocacies we really want to push here, because anybody can just get a motorcycle license without proper training. So we're trying to get a group of people together, because you'll be surprised that there's quite a number of politicians that we ride with, or actually race with, or race against.
Race again.
And we kind of have a similar advocacy. We do it on the ground level, they do it on the Congress level.
Excellent.
So which is
excellent.
actually, it will help us both ways. Then of course, apart from the licenses being regulated, we also want to enforce the education. Probably just 2 things, not even just riding a motorcycle, it's just visualization and depth perception.
Yes.
Those are the 2 things that will make your life longer.
And also, I noticed with the motorcycle riders here, they lack road etiquette.
Yes.
So that's something that we car drivers would love our motorcycle rider brethren to learn.
Yeah,
Etiquette, road etiquette.
Yeah, it's very controversial, like lane splitting. It's when
Many
the
cases,
motorcycle passes between the cars.
In many cases, oh.
Yeah, all over the world it's actually allowed, especially in California,
Yes.
except in New York, I believe, in the East Coast. Here in Manila, it's taken into another level. Lane splitting is okay as long as you do it on just one side.
Yeah.
The problem here in Manila is people actually still overtake on the right side. In our group, we'd never overtake on the right side. On a highway, or let's say on EDSA. On the right, you never overtake on the right side of the car. Always on the left side.
Well, guys, unfortunately, we've come to the end of our show.
Okay.
But we will definitely do a second show on this, but we'll focus on the road etiquette.
Yeah,
so
okay.
our viewers will learn really what is the proper way to do things on a motorcycle. But before we go quickly, Jay, perhaps you can give them some information of how to find ATAT Motorcycle Club.
Yeah, we're currently on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, basically we have about, we have admirers, we have followers, they're about 1,000 strong. We're very active in the motorcycle community. We meet every Thursdays. Usually we go around bars and all that. And if you guys see us on the road or anywhere in the bar, just approach us and we'll have a chit-chat.
Cool, cool. So, thank you, Lawrence, and the best of luck again to you and your
Thank you.
continuous learning and the training. And Jay, congratulations on the success of ATAT. And I look forward to doing another show, but this time let's focus on road etiquette so we can educate our viewers
Yes,
on how to
definitely.
properly ride motorcycles.
Yes, definitely.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So I hope you all learned a lot about riding motorcycles here with us on GNN and with the ATAT Motorcycle Riding Group. And join us again next year in the show where we talk about what matters to you guys because you guys matter the most. See you next week.
Parang nag-